Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the live stream for anybody who may be tuning in. This is just going to be in the Q&A format. I'm going to be here from 7 to 8, so feel free to stop by, ask any questions, and yeah, we'll just discuss for a bit. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to tune in onto my end on here so I could also see your stuff, hopefully, just because it's showing it in a different direction on my screen. So I want to make sure I can read all your comments. So give me a minute, guys. The mic is working. Awesome to hear. What's up, Filibuster Obstructa? And yeah, just happy to be here right now. And, ask away. We have an hour, so don't feel shy. Just want to welcome everybody joining in right now for the first live stream in a very long time. I know it has been a while, but it's good to be back behind the microphone, camera, and everything. Just good to be interacting. Long form content, definitely expect that because I'm on summer vacation and I'm looking forward to making more tier lists and also other types of videos you guys might be looking forward to. So please make sure to let me know down below in the comment section of any videos. This live stream, just let me know what type of content you guys want to see because I'm trying out a lot of different things and the channel is growing pretty quickly. So I want to see what I can do for you guys to make good content, good videos, and all in all, just make this a good channel for all of us. I have not beaten Bungo Leos. I actually haven't heard of him, I don't think. Let's see. What would you like to ask the cat talks? So for anybody tuning in, welcome to the first Spartan live stream in over a year. I can't believe it's been that long, but I'm glad to be back into it now because I figured this is a very valuable part of the channel, just being able to talk to fans and learn some stuff and also just, yeah, talking is the big thing, getting to know the people that are watching the videos. I feel like it's very important to not just be talking to a screen, but to actually be interacting with the people who I make content for and the people that watch my content. And I would just like to thank you guys for not only tuning on here, but also in general, just for being in my videos and stuff, giving me ideas and just supporting with likes, subscribes, just viewing it, being interested enough. And I would also like to thank the whole BattleCats community. It's really cool what we're being able to do here with your help. Can you be BattleCats with no Ubers? I would like to say no, but there are so many people who have done one slot. Obviously, Soup Tosta is the best known. He's done all sorts of stuff, one slot, but some of those were Ubers as well. With a deck of 10 cats, there's a slim possibility, but the problem is to get a lot of the good units that are legend rares, special legends, I should say, and all of these really good cats, you need to have Ubers to beat a lot of these stages. You don't see a lot of beginners beating Bun Bun without an Uber. It has happened, and I actually have made, I can make a guide about that too, but a lot of the good units in the game are beaten with Ubers. It's a really good question, honestly, because I haven't beaten the whole game yet, and I definitely need Ubers to beat some of the stages, I feel. So, my answer, though, is going to be no. I feel like you need an Uber one point or another, but I'm sure somebody will eventually. Maybe Soup Tosta comes back in a few years and does it. I would absolutely watch that, and I would probably react to it if he comes back. I feel like Subtasa is just waiting to do something. He probably just beat the whole Battle Cats with his phone off. He's incredible. I agree. I mean, it's just hard to beat the game without gotcha, let alone Ubers. I mean, Ubers are just so powerful. They do so much. Everybody has them. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to get Gao and you're just going to leave him in your storage? Or are you going to sell him and upgrade your Bahamut? I mean, I feel like there are a lot of stages in the game you can beat without Ubers, without gotcha even. I know that's a trend. Some people just want to challenge themselves or see what they can do, but I do personally Uber carry quite a bit. I feel like Uber carrying allows me to beat stages and use my resources effectively, but I do like challenging myself as well. You know, I like to see what I can do with just a Mina and a Manic Eraser and stuff. And that part of the game is really fun to me, and that's probably why I still play. The strategy aspect to me is just amazing. I don't think there are many other games that can match it. Most story games fall flat in terms of how they're run, I think. And the Battle Cats is kind of hand off. You know, you're just handed this world. You need cats to save the world from destruction. And that's really the whole plot. You know, it's not like there's a bunch of NPCs in the game or a bunch of twists and turns and all these big canon events. You're really just handed a situation that you have to work through. And I like that. You know, it's not like Ponos is bugging you every game that you beat with a whole rant and a whole dialogue. No, you're really just on a mission to win as many stages as possible. So I like the handoff experience. And also, I think Ponos just does a great job making games, especially this one. You know, I have nothing but good things to say about the Battle Cats for the most part. Any other questions? Can versus Ramen. This is a really good one. Um, I think that they're kind of like comparing apples and oranges because they're very different in the way that they run. Courier, he can do a ton of area damage. He's spammable just like Can. And I really think it depends what effect you want because they're both similar in terms of spammable DPS that can do a lot of damage quickly. But if you're talking one-on-one pure strength, Can of course. But if we're talking about 10 versus 10, I think that's where it becomes more interesting because Courier can do things that can't do. He has area attack, he has long range, he has a trait that he's incredibly powerful against. But then Can I would say is the better generalist, and also once again one-on-one strength. Can definitely wins. But I actually see myself using Can more. I feel like he's in my lineup more times because I can use a cat cannon, clear a bunch of peons out, and then send out Cat, and he will get rid of a seal or he could chip down a boss. Whereas Courier, I tend to use in terms of Behemoth and Red, where he does excel. No doubt about it. They're both S tiers. I think they could both be talked about up to the best cats in the game level. I think they're high up there on that S tier. A lot of people say Courier is better, and I can't fault them. He's just very different than Can in a lot of ways, and it really depends what you need. Because I have a lot of Ubers in my lineup most times, which have area attack, or I'll use Awaken Bahamut Cat. Courtesy of Baja Blast, he makes very quick work of those types of enemies. So for me, I just like brute force pushing through lineups. But some people's strategy is more of AoE and area damage. So I think they're both very good in their own ways to answer that. Every single chapter with one cat. You defeat the chapter and stay the same level like it was at the chapter. That I don't think is possible. One cat to defeat every single chapter. I mean, how are you going to beat Cats of the Cosmos? You're going to have to find some that can kill Ultra Baba and a boar. I mean, Bora, maybe a hyper leveled Bora. This is a good question, but I feel like it's beyond the realm of everybody. You know, one loadout's one thing without gotcha, which was previously mentioned, but just having one cat, I don't know if there's one cat that is versatile enough to beat every chapter in the game. Also, if we're talking about chapter, are we talking about chapters and stories of legends, uncanny legends, zero legends, advent stages? I mean, what are we classifying as a chapter? Because it's going to be incredibly impossible, I think, to beat some of those stages. But basic chapters, yeah, we've seen one slot Battle Cats, we've seen one slot Empire of Cats, one slot Into the Future, but I don't know about one slot Battle Cats. Period. That's a very abstract idea though, and I'm sure somebody will do it eventually. Somebody will pay the win, and they'll have a level 200 cat eventually when the level raise is capped, or the level cap is raised. Let's see. I have a pet cat too. I actually have two cats, and I'm sure if I wanted to call her over, she could show up right now. But for the sake of the stream, it's probably better for the quietness. If she shows up, I'll show y'all her. Her name's Alina. She's just very chill. She's quiet. She's a lap cat, but she also prioritizes her sleep very dearly. So I wouldn't want to interrupt that. But if she pops on, I'll show y'all her. Did you guys have any ideas for videos or anything? I'll take some of those comments now, so that way I kind of have a list of what I can do in the future. Because going forward, I should be able to get more long form content out than I have during school, because school takes up a lot of time. I want to try to get videos out at 4 o'clock every other day for now. Shorts are going to be daily at 4 p.m. And the posts are, those aren't normally scheduled, but the ones that mention the new videos are scheduled for 4 o'clock. So if you're just tuning in, my long videos are going to be every 48 hours at 4 p.m. My shorts are going to be daily at 4 p.m. And reminder posts will be at 4 p.m. on the days of video uploads. But I'm also going to try to do some polls, some quizzes, and just some normal community stuff like when I got Daron the other day. I'll keep you guys updated on some big things like that. But yeah, please make sure to let me know what you guys would like to see, because I want to represent what you guys want. Yeah, I think Lumina could defeat Into the Future. I mean, once again, we have seen Subtasa do one slot, and Lumina is just incredibly powerful against not angels, aliens. So I do think that there's a very valid point there. But realistically, with one slot throughout the entire game, there's just so many powerful bosses. There's so many different traits. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time bringing Lumina in a stage that is very mixed, because she excels against a few things, and then you take her out of that specialist setting and you make her a generalist, and she just becomes worse. But I don't think there's one unit you could put in that could defeat every single stage in the game. I would be absolutely amazed if somebody even beat Stories of Legend, and that's just kind of scratching the surface of what's to come in the other chapters and eras in the game. It's just a lot to ask for one cat to do all that, I think. Who's your guys' favorite cats? Personally, for me, it's going to be. I know I made a video on my 6 favorite cats yesterday. It would probably be Awakened Bahamut Cat. I mean, I just love him. I used to like Delinquent Cat and Gal and stuff when I was younger, just because they looked the coolest to me. But they're all really cool in my opinion. So eventually, I just started picking the best cats to be my favorite, the ones I use the most. Wallcat, yeah, Wallcat's up there. For erasers, I'm probably gonna have to say Manic Eraser. He's just used in every stage, it seems, and it would just be unfair to not put him there. I just think he's incredibly good. You have him throughout the majority of the game, and he's fast, has a lot of health, just very versatile. So hard to go wrong there. Cat is a good one because without Cat, you're not going to be able to beat any stage in the game. He's literally required to progress because you cannot beat Korea without him. It's just a fact. You can't. And I'm waiting for somebody to disprove me on that too. I think you need him to beat the game technically. And also, he's not a bad meat shield. Obviously, Manic Mohawk is better, but for what you get, he does a job. And it's just nostalgic playing with him and Wallcat and Gross Cat and stuff. Even when Axe Cat was good, that's the time period that Axe Cat was good. Empire of Cats Chapter 1, he was playable. Maybe Chapter 2 if you want to beat Nianum. That's about it. So good times back when they were good. And you don't always see that now. They're usually less than appealing. But yeah, Cat is valid. Wallcat's valid. I like Awaken Muhammad Cat now, especially because of Baja Blast. But as I said, I like chasing the good units as well because I like the units that help me win. And they're also fun to play. They have fast speed or they're really damaging. So, what's there not to like? Another question I had for you guys: what do you think of my short form content in comparison to my long form content? I'm trying to decide what to do in that sense because right now shorts are getting a lot of views, but videos are getting a lot of engagement. So I want to decide what's more important to you guys. Do you like having the memes or do you like having the informative videos or a combination of both? How about anybody just joining my very occasional stream, which I'm now going to start making more regular because I feel like it's very important to talk. But if you're just tuning in, I was deciding if I should be making shorts or just long form content or both, which I think I'm going to continue doing both just because I'm able to do some memes, but also teach you guys some stuff, and to me, that's really valuable. My favorite cat, I would have to say, it's gonna be a toss up between Awakened Muhammad Cat and Manic Eraser. I feel like they're both incredibly important for the game, and they're just super dope. Eraser is manic. He's a maniac. He's crazy. Who would have thought? That's just a plot twist, honestly, that nobody expected coming. And then additionally, though, with Baja Blast makes him a lot cooler. He's just very powerful in general, and just a really fun unit to play around with. I mean, it's really awesome just sending him out, and he deals a ton of damage. And it's funny when he gets one shotted or something too, but hard to go wrong. So for some of you guys on there, I'm trying to decide whether or not to do short form or a combination with long form. And I personally think I like the schedule I have as of right now. I'd like to get at least a few long videos out a week, but it's gonna be hard to do that with school. And then keep the daily shorts. I feel like that making Battle Cats memes kind of brings the community together. We all get to kind of laugh at the same thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that too. I want to make the channel work for everybody, not just myself, but I also need the schedule to be able to fit myself so I can make the best possible content. So please let me know what you guys think in that sense because I want us to all benefit from this. And also, and this goes out to anybody who might be watching, maybe they didn't, they missed the live stream, or if you want to rewatch this live stream should become a video after the stream ends. So that way, hopefully, right afterwards, if you missed something or you want to go back and maybe leave a comment, feel free to. I'm just gonna, I should have this reposted tonight. And so that way it becomes an interactable video under the lives tab on YouTube. So if you want to revisit it, you're more than free to. So what do you guys think of SpartanCat? You think he's overrated, underrated? You know, that's one thing I want to do today. Actually, have some Balcats discussion. So if everybody's on and you'd like to talk, we could feel free to discuss this amongst ourselves, and you know, we could interact back and forth between the Balcast community. I feel like that'd be really cool. So if anybody wants to have a discussion, I'm open for it. I like hot button topics in terms of Balcats. Who's one of the best cats? I saw the word best. That means I have to jump into this. Oh, who's your first true form? I guess here's another topic too. What do you guys think is the worst cat in the game? I'm gonna have to say Cheetah Cat, and it's not even the memes. It's just Cheetah Cat is so bad. There's really no making it up. Not only is Cheetah Cat the ultimate crown of shame for anybody who dares cheat and try to manipulate the game, but one health, one damage, no speed. It's really trapped behind the base and it can't do anything if it wanted to. So I always find Cheetah Cat to be the worst cat in the game. Comment down what you guys think is the worst cat in the game. I really think that I think that one's hard to want to beat, but sometimes Dax Cat, but I think Cheetah Cat has to be the worst. I don't think anything could beat Cheetah Cat for that spot. But please comment down below if you think somebody is worse than Cheetah Cat. I feel like if we could agree on that, we could agree on a lot of things. Austin. That's not a cat in the Ballcats, but that sounds like a good cat name. Well, I'd have to say Cheetah Cat is the worst cat in the game, just due to the very low stats, the fact that you have to cheat, which is given away in the name, to obtain it, and then also the fact that it has no movement speed, so it's permanently trapped behind your base. It can't do anything if it wanted to, and it has an 11-minute cooldown, I believe. So that just takes the cake, in my opinion, for being a very, very bad, unusable unit that Ponos was just trying to send a clear message about to the fans on why you shouldn't cheat. And for that reason, it's not even a real cat. It's just a placeholder for the discipline that they're trying to do to their players, because they want to send the message that cheating is unacceptable, and that's a good way to get it across, I believe. For anybody tuning in now, thank you for making it to my occasional live stream, which I'm going to try to do more of in the future, just because I think it's important to the viewers and just for me to interact with you guys. I think it's very crucial towards the channel being interactive and fun and engaging. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in this evening, and please comment anything you guys might be thinking or whatnot, or if you guys have any suggestions for me, please make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. I have my phone here, so that way I could read you guys' comments a lot easier, because it's all messed up on the device I'm streaming on right now. So don't worry, if you guys message something, it will be seen. I'm sideways. Really? Oh, I see that. I was sideways this whole time. Is that better? I guess landscape on this doesn't correlate to the video. Yeah, now I see that. I guess YouTube changed their stuff. That's really interesting. Thank you, Baba Booey. I guess YouTube, I don't know if they're allowing people to do landscape anymore in terms of live streams. I don't know if that's just a PC thing or something, because on this end, it was showing landscape and had the comments going portrait, and now everything's portrait. So yeah, I guess maybe people going through YouTube Shorts, it's more compatible for that type of design, or I don't know. But thank you for pointing it out. And now I could read the comments on that. So yeah, thank you very much. Just a reminder, we'll be going until 8 o'clock, so feel free to ask away, talk away. We have nothing but time. Welcome to everybody tuning in right now. I'm currently on my very occasional stream, but make sure to expect them in the near future more often. I feel like they're very important to building a sense of community, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these because I just I have fun streaming and interacting with you guys. So thank you very much if you're currently watching. And yeah, there we go. The mouse is now hooked up. All right, all set up. Only took a half an hour, but here I am. Do you guys have any video topics for the near future that you would prefer to watch? I have some ideas right now, but I'd much rather hear what you guys are thinking because you guys are the ones I'm making the videos for. So I'd much rather have your input than try to guess what you guys would like. So feel free to drop any suggestions down below in the comment section. I'm reading every comment, so your opinion and voice won't go unnoticed. My cat Lena's over here. See if I can get her into the stream. I don't know how successfully I'm going to be able to get her, but maybe she will show up. Maybe she won't. She gets scared very easily, but if she wants to show up, she definitely will. Make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments down below. I'm reading every comment. And if you're just trickling in, welcome to my very occasional live stream, which I'm going to start trying to do more occasionally, less occasionally, I should say, and more frequently because I think it's very important that I make these types of videos for you guys, the people, and ultimately that way we build a more engaging community. So feel free to drop any thoughts down below you have, and it means a lot to me to be behind this mic today. Have to stretch out the eyebrows a little bit. But yeah, any thoughts, questions, opinions you might have, make sure to leave them below. I am reading everything, so talk away, guys. Also, while I'm here, I just want to thank you guys for all the channel growth that we've had. I think it's incredible just what a few months of a spike has done. The channel is just in such a good trajectory right now, and I don't think I could thank you guys enough. It's just incredible. I never thought I would have 100 subscribers, let alone over 3,000 and growing. So thank you guys so much. And if you're enjoying the content, just tell me what you guys like about it. And if you guys have any suggestions, that's just as important to me too. Let me know what you guys want to see change or continue because all of this feedback helps me become a better creator. And my goal is to make the best content I can. So please let me know. And just thank you so much for all the growth that we've had. It's all because of you guys. So I'm forever grateful for the opportunity that you guys are giving me. Also, make sure to leave all your thoughts down below in the stream. If you guys have anything to say, please let me know. I'm reading every comment, and I'm going to respond to every comment as well. So please feel free to put your thoughts down below. I have my phone here to help me read some of the comments too, so don't worry, your stuff will get read. My first Uber. So I've had quite a few accounts over the years. My first 2 accounts was actually NurseCat. This account, I think it was IceCat, the last couple accounts I've had. So it's always been a Dynamite, I believe. And then also, I think my second or third Uber on this account was Balrog. So thank goodness I got him early. It was just super great getting him. And I was so happy to see that. Also, this account now, luckily nothing bad's occurred. So I'm grateful for that. I've just been able to play it. No tablets crashing or anything like that. Just being able to enjoy the game I like. But yeah, first Uber. Goku Senga, if you play SpartanCat, who was your first Uber? And do you like the Uber that you got? You got IceCat as well. Yeah, there's just something about the Dynamites, honestly. I feel like it's a very common set, but it's a very important set for beginners to roll because of the versatile amounts of Ubers there are. There's quite a few good Ubers in that set, too. You have Las Voss, you have Cat Machine, who's good early and mid game, and you have Balrog, obviously. You have NurseCat, who's definitely helped me against Bun Bun on the accounts that I've had her. And all in all, it's a good set to roll. You know, there's a couple of duds, but even IceCat is useful early game. So what do you have to lose rolling that ticket when you're in Into the Future or Empire of Cats? I mean, it could help you out quite a bit. Maybe not super far down the road for some of them, but it will help you progress through the game. Goko Senga, who's your favorite cat in the game? Personally, for me, it has to be Manic Eraser or Awaken Bahamut. Wallcat, can't argue with you there. Wallcat was my favorite until I got Manic Eraser, so can't go wrong, honestly. I think they're both great meat shields. Still use them all the time, so nothing wrong with them. I feel like they age like fine wine, and it's really hard to replace them. I don't even think you can replace them effectively. They're just so prevalent throughout the game. Do you have any video ideas you'd like to see from me in the future? You know, I'm just trying to see what viewers think and stuff. Short form, live stream, posts, videos, could be anything. If you're just tuning into my very occasional live stream, thank you very much. And please leave any thoughts you have below in the comment section. I'm responding to everything right now. And if you're wondering what I'm doing with my phone here, it just helps me read them a little easier. So feel free to include whatever you guys are thinking, thoughts, suggestions, anything you guys want. And I'll respond to y'all. More long videos. I agree. And you know, I'm happy I'm on summer vacation. It's going to give me the opportunity to make more long form content, some tier lists. Also, I have a funny video or two coming up as well. I don't want to just bore you guys with information over summer vacation. So we're going to incorporate some nice fun topics as well. So it's not just me lecturing you about what units are good or bad or mid. We're going to have a fun time with some of these as well. I think you guys might like tomorrow's video as well. I won't spoil it, but it's a nice, funny topic and diverts a little bit away from just skill-based discussion. So yeah, make sure to leave whatever you guys are thinking right now in the chat. Make sure to like the stream if you're enjoying it. And thank you guys for tuning in. You know, it means a lot to see you guys here. So make sure to leave what you guys are thinking down below in the chat. And ask me anything you guys want. Talk about anything you guys want. If you guys want to discuss BattleCats with me, feel free to. I'd love to just talk with you guys until 8. So whatever you guys are into or really anything, feel free. Welcome to everybody joining in. We're getting some numbers. Thank you for making it into my stream. And if you guys have anything to talk about, please leave it down below in the chat. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys, and I'm happy to be behind the mic doing this. So if you guys have anything to say, please comment it. I'd like to see what you guys are thinking on things. Do you guys think Cheetah Cat is the worst cat in the game? I do. And I don't think that anything compares to it. I think Cheetah Cat is very weak. Highest level cat. It's probably going to have to be some of my normals. I think all of my normals are 20 plus 80 with the exception of Super Feline. And in terms of Ubers, I have Cats from the Cradle at level 58 right now. I'm trying to get him to his Ultra form. I just love Cats from the Cradle. Very good unit. But yeah, and then in terms of my special legends, those are all 40 right now. I'm still trying to get further into that. What's my real name? My first name is Mike. I'll keep my last name and stuff private. But I go by the alias SpartanCat. And, you know, I try to do that for all my YouTube stuff. But my first name is Mike. Any more questions? And for anybody tuning in, welcome to the live stream. It's been a long time, but expect more of these. Maybe once a month. I don't know. I'm going to try to do this more often. I feel like it's important to interact with the viewers and stuff. And, you know, it's important to see what you guys think, have on your minds. After all, we're all people and we have a lot to talk about. My favorite Uber. Wow, that's a good question. You know, I've used a lot of Ubers over the years. I love using Balrog in 1v1s, boss stages. He's just really fun. But, man, I like Matama. I like Chronos a lot. To pick one, Cheetah Cat. No, I'm kidding. Cheetah Cat should not be considered an Uber rare. Cheetah Cat's a fun unit. But in terms of favorite Uber, it's probably going to have to be Chronos. I think Chronos has helped me the most, and honestly, she's just really fun to use. She's good against a bunch of traits, and I was lucky enough to get her early. How many legends do I have? I have 2, and I actually got them within a couple weeks of each other over 4 years ago. It took me 2 years just to get a legend in the first place, and I haven't gotten one in 4 years, but I have Kaiosaka, Nanaho, and High Lord Babel. And I, you know, they're both all right. I like Kaiosaka more for the abilities that she has. You know, she can kill zombies, she can break barriers, she has critical hit. The latest I got, Kaiosaka, over 4 years ago. I haven't gotten very lucky in terms of rolling a legend rare, but I rolled both them within like 2 weeks of each other, Babel and Kaiosaka, which I was ecstatic when that happened, but I should have known that that was my RNG down the drain on this account. And I haven't gotten an Uber on like 100 draws either, so I'm trying to hopefully get some luck. I don't see track either, you know, that's something I'm not going to do. It takes the fun away. Newton. No, I actually just heard about him. So I was making a video yesterday about the best long-range units and stuff, and I actually forgot to include him on the list because I'm still learning some of these new things. He just came out this version, so I'm a little behind. I have to catch back up, and now I know that Newton is quite a powerhouse, so I'd probably put him on that list with Nala in terms of being really good. But no, I don't have Newton yet. Luckily, a subscriber of the channel, um, Red and White 2. Thank you very much for letting me know this morning about him. And there's this one guy yesterday in the comment section. He just kept saying, he just kept typing Newton in all the videos and stuff. And I was responding, oh, he's a great mind, a great thinker and stuff. I was just thinking, oh, he's spamming Isaac Newton for no reason. It turns out Newton is a very good cat, and I still need to get him. But I'm currently learning more about version 14.4. You know, I have all of the basics and stuff of the Battlecast down, but I need to invest a little more time into the brand new stuff and get into the game even more than I already am. But Newton sounds exciting. I'm not sure how to get him. You have to progress more. In terms of Stories of Legends, Uncanny Legends, so I just, like last week, I got Daron. So I would say I'm late game to end game, somewhere around there. Outer Master Daron. He's been pretty useful, and I'm on my way to get Nala. Stories of Legend, yeah. What's up, Cat Talks? Nice to have you back on the stream. And yeah, just like before, you have anything else to add, please make sure to leave it in the chat. And but yeah, in terms of Stories of Legends and stuff, I just got Daron, so I'm somewhere like the 30-something sub chapter in Uncanny Legends. I'm getting close to beating Uncanny Legends, and then Zero Legends follows that. I really wonder how it's gonna be fighting Zero Appaloosa and stuff like that. That's gonna be funny. I'll definitely keep you guys posted though as I do more progression on that. It's just interesting playing the game, and over the years it's always been pretty similar, but now it just feels really competitive, really strategic, and one mistake and you can lose. So it's very interesting. So wait, you just got to there in 2 weeks? So on my old accounts and stuff, I used to really struggle on Bun Bun, but that's because I didn't meat shield. I used to not meat shield. I didn't even know what meat shielding was, but I would say 2 weeks maybe. You play a lot, I think you can, but you would need treasures, you would need good units, presumably high levels, so that requires XP, patience, time, and skill. I think you can in 2 weeks, but you would probably have to spend an hour a day at least, because treasures are a pain. You're going to have to spend your capital on treasure radars, but luckily golden CPUs exist now. When I was grinding for treasures, they did not exist. So y'all are lucky for having that. I did get to chapter 2, so I will give you a nice big thumbs up. And for Bullet Train and Jelly Dumpling, yes, I do have both of them at level 50 right now. They are both critical parts of a lot of my lineups, and I feel like they're incredibly important to have just due to the different effects they have and overall the offensive power they have, and they're irreplaceable in a lot of situations. Beginning of chapter 1 to chapter 3, yeah. Yeah, once again, I think if you're just picking up the game, beginning of chapter 1 means that you just downloaded it. You're at Korea. And end of chapter 3 would be Bun Bun. So yeah, I think in about 2 weeks you could probably do that, as you said. But you would have to spend quite a decent amount of time playing, and you have to obviously get over 100 treasures superior. So keep that in mind. You're going to need good units. You're going to need all of them to be high enough level, and you're going to need to have some strategy. So for a beginner, it's going to be a lot harder. I know for myself, I didn't know. So, Mohammed, did you do it in 2 weeks? I'm glad that you did do it, because Bun Bun, for those who may not know, Bun Bun is Ponos' #1 most quit on boss in the Battlecats. They really created him, and he might not be the hardest unit in the game now that we have beaten him, but the most amount of players quit on that one stage, Chapter 3 Moon, Empire of Cats. And I can understand it. It took me my 4th account to beat it after spending cat food on my other accounts. God, it just never worked. Yeah, he is kind of easy now, honestly. Now you can just send out Fishman Cat or whatever, or you could have your Ultra Form Windy one-shot it probably. Hardest enemy I've beaten. That's a good one. As someone who is getting kind of close to beating Uncanny Legends. Some of the advents have been really hard. I might just say 446. The first time I fought it was incredibly hard, just because of the combination of the Wawa and the big zombie guy. That was really annoying. But hardest enemy, Uriel is pretty hard when you're just getting to him because it's just tedious and annoying. And I have lost him at 1% 3 times now. I think 2 or 3 times he was at 1% health, so that was really annoying. The hardest, probably an advent. I'm trying to think. Like, hardest stage is a bit different than just the hardest boss. I feel like bosses for me aren't super hard. I do know that it took me quite a while to beat Eldritch Forces, just because I wasn't used to a Bun Bun being that powerful. Relic Bun Bun also used to be a really annoying enemy for me as well. But yeah, hardest enemy I've beaten. That's a good one because there's a lot. It changes all the time too, because now that I know how to beat all the enemies that I've beaten, they don't seem that hard. But at the time, some of those Heavenly Tower stages were really difficult for me. But I've beaten Heavenly Tower. I'm happy to say that. I've beaten all the stages many times. And the hardest enemy I fought, I guess the one enemy that I just haven't been able to beat yet, it would be the Relic, the Relic SpartanCat on Infernal Tower. I still need to beat 430 of Infernal Tower. So he's one of the hardest enemies I have faced. Just very powerful. And then the Big Cappy as well is one of the hardest enemies I've had to fight as well. So I would say I'm in middle late game, maybe early end game, depending on what your definition is. So that's what I would say in that situation. But I know some of you guys are also in Zero Legends and stuff, so that's a lot harder. And I understand that as a grind as well. For anybody joining, welcome to my occasional live stream, which I'm planning on doing more often. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any thoughts, please make sure to leave it in the chat. Did you beat? So I haven't beaten all of them, but I do have SpartanCat. So, yeah, in a way, I haven't beaten every zombie outbreak yet. I kind of just save them for when I need cat food, honestly. Once in a while, I try to save them for when I could use it. I don't think I've beaten Road to Unification yet. Let me just see where that is. I'm pretty sure I know. Road to Unification. I'm not sure. No, I don't think I have yet. That's the new event right now, huh? The special event? Okay. I was thinking that was like an advent stage for a second. Yeah, so it's brand new. I actually have not finished that yet, but I am looking forward to finishing that ASAP. I guess a lot of it too is just kind of learning the strategy and stuff behind it too. I'm actually not too familiar with the chapter Interbred Cats, to be honest. A lot of my knowledge comes in towards right now where I am in the game, you know, like Uncanny Legends and stuff. So end game, I'm not very well versed on, but in terms of the basics, I am very knowledgeable on, and also in terms of Cats of the Cosmos, Stories of Legends, Uncanny Legends, Advents and stuff, Four's general recommendations. But in terms of far into the game, I just haven't ventured that far into it yet, so I don't know that much about Thorny Dialogue and stuff. But I am looking to continue learning the more I progress through the game. We have a few minutes left on the stream, so please make sure to leave any last second stuff. Stories of Legend. Maybe I'm just having a disconnect. Let me do a little more research into this. I feel I've probably done this and stuff before. I just have to jog my brain. Oh, that's my bad. All right, so let me see. It's just been a while, I guess. How many cats do I have? Hundreds. I'm not sure the exact number, but hundreds, I'm sure. There's just a lot of cats. The enemies. All right, so looking this up right now. There are wall doges at 300% buff, 115 energy. I'll start off the bat with that. We have a Tacky that is not buffed. We have 2400% Squirrels. We have a 300% Alpaca and an Imperial Sail at 1800. And let's see. So they'll kind of let's see. So you're gonna want quick attackers. You're gonna want cheap and fast cats. This is courtesy of the Battle Cats Wikipedia. And let's see. So you're gonna want cats like Manic Eraser, Express, Bahamut, Yukimura, probably units along those lines. So you're going to want to rush into blind spots and stuff and eliminate the enemies. It also looks like you're going to need all of the anti-alien treasures and stuff. And it's a very high level Alpaca. So a pretty high level one, so you're going to want to be careful. But you should be able to do well with rushers. You're going to want to destroy the base and not have to fight everything before they destroy your army. Stream's going to end in a couple minutes, so anything else anybody needs to ask, add, suggest, talk about, we can do it right now. Well, for those of you that are on right now, I'd just like to thank you for tuning in, watching me talk, and honestly just being part of the Battlecats community here. You know, this is what's very nice about the game. We're all in different spots, but we all have very strong opinions and stuff about these things. So it's really fun interacting with you guys. More long form videos of me playing Battlecats. So like gameplay and guides and stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that actually. I have done in the past and I am planning on doing it in the future. It's just also a matter of phone storage and stuff like that and being able to screen record. And ranked the Nikalugas. I've done an overrated versus underrated one on them, but I could definitely do a tier list on that. And I could definitely do that actually. Do a Nikaluga's tier list. It has been a while. That turned into a tongue twister for no reason. But thank you for tuning in, guys. And it's been really good. Stay tuned for more live streams. Remember, all shorts are going to be 4 o'clock every day, p.m. And long videos are going to be every other day at 4 p.m. So please make sure to stay tuned. Thank you for making it this far into the live stream for SpartanCat. Thank you for making it. And I'll see you in my next video, which should be tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end the stream, but it's going to be turned into a video. So if you have anything else to add, it should just be a comment section that you could speak to. So thank you very much, and I'll respond to anything else you guys might have to say after this. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for being here. Have a good one.